What is the folklore? Like, what do they say when they say what's the biggest one?
I mean, I have people that told me that they found a 60-foot anaconda. That guy's a drunk. I think
maybe he's telling the truth.
Picture didn't happen.
Remember the movie with Jennifer Lopez and Ice Cube?
I remember that there was one.
John Voight had like the worst Brazilian accent ever. It didn't even sound Brazilian.
I gotta actually watch that movie. I really feel like I should.
It's a terrible movie.
Is it?
Oh, it's terrible, but it's great.
Yeah,
it's like one of those. I think it was like
there's nothing wrong with a good bad movie.
I want to say it was like 90s, right?
Oh shit!
What year was that? It's a dumb. But the actual big anaconda. Look at the size of it. The one that's coming behind Ice Cube. The actual big anaconda was, I think it was
that. I've seen that image before. Yeah,
John Voight.
Jeez.
You should hear his Brazilian accent too. It's crazy. It doesn't even make sense.
Wait, does he eat two people at once?
Yeah, bro.
Oh shit!
It's a movie.
Wow.
One person is not scary enough. Got to be tied together somehow.
Could eat you and your family.
Tied together somehow, and the snake wraps. So they say they've seen a 60-foot one, but
sure.
Do they have an age limit? Like, do they? It seems like when they get to a certain size, nothing's hunting them.
No, they're an
it's
apex
just
predator.
Disease or old age.
No. So in the Amazon, the cool thing with the Amazon is it's the greatest natural battlefield on Earth. It's literally just this churning death march. Like life is like a momentary stasis in this like recycling of death, and it's like you fight for it. And a snake that's getting big like that one that we just caught, like Eleanor, it's like, so we learned that she moves around this swamp and has a home range. And then eventually after a few months, she passes the transmitter. She'll poop out the transmitter. But one of the guys on the team, Pat, is actually whizzing through Acadia University. We've been continuing this, and we've learned that there are so many more anacondas than we thought. And everyone said, the traditional literature said that they're ambush predators, that they only wait. And it's like, no, they're going to places where there's mineral licks in the Amazon, and they stake out them. Like, they're more strategic than we thought.
Oh, so they wait for the animals to lick the minerals.
Yeah, so there's places where there's like a salt deposit, and so you'll get all the herbivores coming there for the salt. And so, but the anacondas will go up streams and strategically target those places. And so one time we saw an anaconda eating a peccary, which is, for everybody that doesn't know, is a wild boar.
Like a javelina.
Yeah. And like I was at a stream trying to take a picture of a butterfly, and I heard this, and I looked down, and there's like a 16-foot anaconda, and it just bent this peccary in half, and it was just looking at me, and it was like, and then it split. And so once a snake leaves its meal, it's very unfortunate, but once a snake leaves its meal, it's not going to come back to it. So the snake left because unknowingly we got too close. So we had wild boar that night. We just threw it on the barbecue.
Wow.
Oh, speaking of eating things, Jamie, I think it's just called monkey head. I've been dying to show you this.
Can I ask you a question, though?
Yeah.
How old did they get? Like the one that you got that was 18 feet, how old do you think she was?
The thing is, they have indeterminate growth. So you take a baby anaconda. They're live born, by the way, not in eggs. And so you get a brand new, slimy little anaconda, and they come out, and their food for like the jabiru storks, for other caiman, for even fish. The fish are brutal, man. I caught a baby caiman the other day. He had no toes because the piranhas were eating his toes off.
Whoa.
But the anaconda is interesting because it has this outsized impact on the whole ecosystem, because they start off basically as prey. They're just these little 2-foot worms. But then as they grow, then all of a sudden they can eat bigger things. Then they can eat the caiman back. Then they can start eating the birds. And then all of a sudden they're eating capybara. And then you get to the big mamas where they're the top of the ecosystem. They're the top of the food chain. And so you have like black caiman, anaconda, jaguar, harpy eagle, giant river otters. And like those are your top contenders for apex predator in the Amazon.
The harpy eagle's amazing. What a wild looking creature.
Oh, their talons.
They're so big too. Is that the biggest eagle?
I don't think it's I think the Philippine eagle or the Stellar Sea eagle, but the harpy is just unreasonably large. Like when you see them, you go, that's what that is.
And they eat a lot of monkeys.
They eat a lot of monkeys, and so one of the ways to tell when there's a harpy eagle around is like we'll be walking through the jungle and you just find a pile of bones, because up in that nest, 150 feet up, they're just dropping monkeys and sloths, and the babies are ripping them apart, and then they just chuck the bones out. So you'll see like a little boneyard in the jungle.
Wow.
Yeah, it doesn't last too long because nothing lasts long. It just keeps recycling everything, but. When I was a kid, in the rainforest books, they'd say 50% of the life in a rainforest is up in the canopy. And it's like, You always say like, yeah, bullshit. It is. There's more stuff up there than there is down there. So when you're walking in the Amazon, you're under 150 feet of green. 3% of the sunlight is hitting the ground. Most of the action is happening above you.
Wow.
The birds, the monkeys, the bats, the snakes, the frogs, everything is moving up there. There's cactuses and bromeliads and vines, and it's all interconnected, and there's this whole network. The Amazon canopy keeps changing the like when you say how many species are on Earth, and it's like they're like, we really don't know. Because nobody can spend time up in the Amazon canopy. There's people that have used hot air balloons. There's people that have used giant nets. You can climb up with a rope, but then like you're kind of limited to one tree. We just spent the last 2 months building the tallest treehouse in the world. It's like above. See, can you do treehouse? It's insane. I slept up there for one night. Look at this coming out of the mist. I just slept up there for one night, and in the morning, I couldn't believe what I saw. We woke up, and it was like what they tell you in the rainforest books. It was like there was like 3 species of monkeys, like 15 different species of birds. There was things just moving all over the place. There's
what a
leaf
cool
cutter
little treehouse.
Little. It takes like 10 minutes to walk up there.
That's badass.
Yeah, apparently it's the tallest treehouse in the world. It's in the middle of the Amazon now, and we got solar
So how many
panels
feet
up
up is it?
I think the floor is about 110 feet up.
And how long did it take to build this thing?
A couple of months. Took like 3 months, actually. We brought in some expert treehouse builders. These guys, the treehouse community, and
that's insane.
They build treehouses all over the world, but this one, it was like we had to figure out, like, how do you even build a stair? The staircase was half the project. How do you build a staircase to get up to the top of this tree?
It's amazing. You guys did an amazing job. I love it.
Yeah.
God, I want to go.
It's beautiful. Yeah, there it is.
The solar panels.
Look at that.
That's incredible. So you get electricity up there. That's fucking badass.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's
That's
really
still
cool.
there right now?
Still there. No, it just got there. You see how fresh that wood is. It's like it's not even done. Like, I left there to come here.
You sleep there when you're there? That's your spot?
Yeah, me and my girlfriend just slept up there, and
oh my
we
God,
woke up
you talked to a girl into going up there? She must be an angel.
Crazy. Dude, if you're gonna hang out with me, there's a lot of snakes, a lot of climbing.
Oh,
like,
I can imagine.
You can only be
you got to go to
crazy.
the treehouse.
But now,
so when you wake up in the morning and look out from there, it's got to be insane.
I mean, first of all, the sun coming up in the east, and you have like red apocalypse, beautiful like mist coming off the jungle, and you have spider monkeys like excited because that's a ficus, and so everyone's excited to eat. So all the animals are coming to the treehouse, and so you have like howler monkeys, spider monkeys, capuchins, squirrel monkeys. I can't even name all the birds for you; it'd just take too long. But it's like cacophonous. Like I couldn't talk to you